Hello, Ataf, you can start right now.
Okay, should we wait for a little bit until other people join? I guess. Let's give it another 5 minutes. Or should we start? Okay, I think we're good. We're good to go. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Hamid. Today I will be presenting a short technical training titled Bridging Analog and IP Audio Integration Analog Speaker with VoIP using Fanvil PA3 Gateway. So in this session, we'll see how the Fanvil PA3 can connect traditional analog speaker to VoIP network, which enables features such as AP paging and audio broadcasting without replacing existing analog system. So before we started, I will hand over to my colleague Zui for a quick company introduction. After that, we'll dive straight into the technical and operational aspects of the solution. Go ahead, Zui.
Thank you, Ataf. And let me share my screen right now.
Sure.
Okay, hello everyone, this is Zoe. Before we start our technical training, I would like to give a brief introduction of our company so that you can have a better overview of who Fanvil is and what we provide. So as a global provider of SIP audio and video devices, Fanvil is founded in 2002 and we are headquartered in Shenzhen, China. Right now, we have 3 research and development centers and 2 factories in China, 1 in Vietnam. Currently, we have a team of over 500 employees, and it's important that over half of these employees are dedicated to the research and development, which ensure we keep providing the most advanced technology and the product to our customers. And in 2022, we established our subsidiary brand, LinkView, focusing on the research and development of our wireless mobile products. And now our Fanvil business have been expanded to over 130 countries and regions. And around the world, we have over 1,000 distributors and resellers. And moreover, we have local employees in 5 continents. And here is a product portfolio of our Fanvil. So basically, we provide 6 different series. For the first one is the intercom and the public address. We provide in this product line, we have SIP speakers, SIP intercoms, and also the IP console phone to manage all these devices. And we also have door intercom and access control, business IP phone, hotel IP phone, nursing call system, as well as the hybrid collaboration. Beside from this hardware product, we also have our software product, that is the FDMS. That is a management system to manage the Fanvil devices. On this system, you can automatic provisioning and redirection, and also do the remote management and editing of all these Fanvil devices. And for today's, we will mainly introduce the features of the PA3, and the PA3 is one of the product in our intercom and public address. And aside from the PA3, we also have the audio and video intercom, SIP speakers, and the console IP phone. And in the audio and video intercom, we have 2 parts. On the left these models are more suitable for the outdoor usage, and on the right, these models are more suitable for the indoor usage. And for the speakers, we have different speakers for different installation methods. That is the wall-mounted, ceiling, or the horn speaker for the outdoor usage. And we also have the console IP phone to management this as an endpoint to management the intercom speakers and also the gateway. And today, we will introduce the main features of our PA3, that is a broadcasting gateway. For this product, because it is with a built-in broadcasting module, so it can enable this product to realize some features like the control for the zone broadcasting, schedule broadcasting, real-time broadcasting, as well as the pre-recording broadcastings. And aside from the PA3, we also have an gateway that is the intercom gateway that is called PA2S. And this can be used with our PA2S kit to realize some flexible integration for the intercom. And now I will pass it back to our colleague, Ataf, to give you more details of this PA3 and its functions and features and some configuration on the web.
Thank you so much, Zoe, for the introduction. Now let's move back to our presentation. Okay. Okay, so now let's do a quick introduction of our features. First of all, we need to know what is the PA3. So we call it the public address tree. It's a standard broadcasting field, and it supports TF cards and USB interface, which supports fast storage capacities. So, as public gateway, it has many interfaces. The PA3 itself can connect to massive speakers to realize a multicast or through PA3 new functions to achieve audio broadcasting and music playback. So here, as you can see, the possible interfaces you can connect to the unit. But you can see speakers, massive speakers, mixers. Vast devices can be connected to this. So this existing scheme has the following advantage. The scheme will save costs and easy to maintain and easy to manage. In addition, we are compatible with the third-party platforms and can also work independently. So PA3 can connect external devices to realize the different functions. For example, we can link an analog speaker to a PA3 so as to amplify the PA3 volume. Also, I think this connection will be a benefit for you to hear other sound clearly in a noisy environment such as factory workshops. Now I will introduce the E3 320A, which is our console IP phone, and the PHA combination solution. So I want to emphasize that PHA can realize the following function on the same LAN or a different LAN, making the application more flexible. For example, IP phones and horn speakers or speakers, IP speakers are in different local area network. But if you want to make announcement to specify any areas, the integrated solution of the A320A and PA3 can meet your needs very well. At this time, as long as you configure basic A of the E320A to call PA3 with one click, then enter the password as prompted, so you can make the announcement to specific areas. So here's a demo video that will show you how to make this. Let me just play this video real quick. Sure. Okay, here's the video.
And certainly, if you want to broadcast to zone 2, that is okay. And we can click this part.
Please enter your password and press pound to end.
And enter number 2.
Password correct. Please hang up.
So you can see the LED is blinking too.
Everything is okay.
So if we want to stop it, we can call it again.
Please enter your password and press pound to end. Password correct. Please hang up.
Okay, so this is a demo, so now I will dive into the technical side of how to configure this. One moment. Okay, so let's start with the first thing to do with the control remote of the music broadcast. So first thing, we need to import audio that we want to broadcast or play. So you can simply upload them on the web GUI. So all you need to go is to go to the broadcast section and the media library, and then select the audios that you want to broadcast. So here, as you can see, the format supported are WAV and MP3, and the maximum support for a single file is 6 megas. So please take that into your consideration. Second step is to define the multicast destinations. So user can configure multicast name, multicast address, and the ports, and the code can be set from 1 to up to 20. So you have 20 destination for multicast. So should be in the PA3 side. So now we have to set the ringtone type or the playback mode in the PA3. So again, you need to go to media library and user can set the ring group. And we call this a pattern. So you can emit a pattern 1 or 2. So you can select many ringtones. One ringtone depends on your preferences. So now we need to configure the car control play stop broadcasting. As you can see here, we use two codes, one code to play and code to stop the multicast. So you need to enter to the car control interface. The user needs to set the number and the password of the caller. So the number should be the number from the you're gonna type in from the other side from the IP phone. So you select the play and customize the direction of the broadcast, either remote or local, or remote and local. If the remote do not need to select multicast destination, then the playlist and the prompt sound and you play apply. So this, I'm not sure if you are seeing this. So you gotta see the number and the password. The password is the one that you need to type because you need to verify. It's like a verification, and the action should be play or stop. For play, for example, it's 1. So if you want to play this, you play 1 and it will be played on the speaker. But if you want to stop it, you need to call that number again and win the pass, and it will be asked for a password, and the password is 2. So this will stop the broadcasting. So simpler release. So also, if you want a prompt tone, you can just enable it here. Prompt tone is an announcement before the broadcasting. So if you want to add it, you have an option to enable the prompt tone. Here here in the terminal, as you can see in the video, it was announced on an IP phone or on the IP console. So in this side, you need to configure the same multicast address, the same that's one that we configured on the PA3 need to be configured here. So the multicast can be established. So all you need is to go to device settings. This is on either IP phone or console IP. So go to device settings and multicast and go to set the zone. So here you need to in case you are using a IP call without like SIP accounts, you need to verify those options. The first one is dial without registration. So if you are using only like direct IP call, if this option is disabled, you will not able to make calls because it forces the phone to make only calls when there is a registration. So when you are making a call, a direct IP call, there is no account registered. So you need to check this and also allow AP calls, and also you need to disable strict UA match. So those three options need to be verified in order to make an IP call between in your network. This in case only in case you are using like a IP call. In other cases, you have like a SIP account or you have a PBX on your like network. No need to check those. So okay, let's go through the whole process of how this music broadcast goes. So first thing, you use the number configured in the call control as already showed. Uh, uh, you need that to use that number to call the PA3 by using a SIP or IP address. So after answering the call, the phone will get a prompt. Please enter the password and press hash to end to send the call. It's just like to send the call, it's not to end. So on the phone, go to you need to type in the password. So the broadcast will start. If the password is wrong, you will get like a incorrect password, and it will ask you again to type in the correct password. So once the password is correct, the phone will give you a feedback that the password is correct. Please hang up. After that, it will be it will be announced. If you have a prompt, it will announce first, then the broadcasting. If you don't have a prompt, it will go to broadcasting directly. And to start the broadcast, user need to dial the same number again, and you will need to enter the password to hang up the call. So it will be a different password at this time. So if the password is correct, it will stop the music on the broadcast list. So this is how it goes. Let me show you like this is just uh, like a scheme of how it's done. It's the same as already configured. So number configure it. You will call the PA3. You answer it will the host will ask you for please to enter the password. If the password is correct, it will hang up. And then if there is a prompt, yes or no, the device will listen to the multicast start prompts, then it will start the broadcast. If the password is wrong, it will keep trying to tell you, give me the correct password. And to stop the broadcast, all you need to do is to dial in the PA3. It will be answered, like it's automatic answer. And you need to type in the password. If the password is wrong, it will tell you to type again. If the password is correct, it will tell you like password is correct, please hang up, and it will stop the broadcast. So it's simple as that. So here, how to set like a multicast destination on the PA3. So it's simply again, you need to just to go to the broadcast and go to a multicast destination. Here you can define like zones. Maybe you have like multi floors on some buildings or hospitals. You need to like organize each zone to make announcements. Here you're gonna define each zone, and you're gonna remember them to use them in each scenario. So as we already say, we have like up to 20 multicast destination to sit on the PA3. So here, real-time broadcasting across the network segment through PA3. So you need to go to the broadcast call control and set the the extension of the console IP, which is in this case 1002, and the password of the call of the interface. Here you're gonna select action to SIP to multicast. So you select the the direction of the multicast is either remote, local, or remote and local, and then select multicast destination that we already defined. So in the direction, if the direction is local, you don't need to choose like multicast destination. And click apply after the configuration is complete. So in this scenario, all you need to do is like call. Whenever there is a call from 1002 and the password is 3, it will be switched from a SIP to multicast and it will be triggered to that zone directly. So in this case, we use like zone 1. So this is the scenario. So on it's the same again. In order to make this happen, you need to the same zone 1 here that we have, the same destination, the same IP need to be configured here in order to complete this scenario. So you need to define that host and port on the A8 212. All right, so here let's go through the real-time broadcasting. So the scenario is to use the number 1002 to configure it in the CAN control interface to call the PA3. After answering the call, the console will get a prompt. Please enter the password, and again you need to enter the password. If the password is correct, it will play the music on the PA3 broadcast list. If the user gets the wrong, it will ask you to give the correct one. So once is it like once the prompts once entering the correct password, the console will prompt password is correct, and then you can speak, because like the in real time this console has like a microphone, a gooseneck microphone that you can use to speak in real time. So at this time, once the password is correct, you can just speak in real time, and that zone will hear your voice at the same time. So to start the broadcast, just hang up the call. You don't need to use that method to stop the broadcasting. So let's go to the next slide. So also we'll support the local real-time broadcasting. About this function, we just connect the external audio source to the PA3 and then deploy on the PA3 web. We can play the music or call through one click to play the audio in your phone, and then the other devices will display the same audio. So I have a video demonstration of this. I will just play it for you. PA3 line function. Videos. Okay, sure. So this is the video.
Next, I will introduce the line-in function for external wireless microphones on the PA3. For this demonstration, we need a PA3 broadcast gateway, a wireless microphone, two A212 watt multi-speakers, and a W610H wireless phone. It's important to note that when selecting a wireless microphone, it had better choose one with 3.5 mm receiver interface so that it can be plugged into the line-in interface of the PA3. First, we need to configure the same multicast address on the web pages of the two A212 speakers. At the same time, enter the matching multicast address on the PA3 web page and enable the line-in function, which includes two modes, auto and manual. Let's start with the auto mode. This mode is very simple. Just enable the auto mode on the PA3 webpage. Once you plug the wireless microphone receiver into the line-in port of the PA3, you can speak through the microphone, and the sound will be amplified and played on the two A212 speakers. For example, we can turn on the microphone and say, "Welcome to Fanvil." Now let's look at the manual mode, which we can say the controlled playback mode. Enable the manual mode on the PA3 webpage and configure the command controls. For example, command 1 is to start line in, and command 2 is to stop line in. Then add these two commands to the DSS keys on the W610H. When you need to use the wireless microphone for amplification, simply press the play line in on the W610H and start broadcasting. For example, you can say, "Hello, hello." To stop, just press the stop line in, and the line in function will be disabled. Additionally, the line in port of the PA3 can also connect to computers or mobile devices. For example, if you plug in a computer, the PA3 can multicast music to the two A212 speakers.
On those nights, this place is too crowded, too many cool kids.
That's how the line-in function enables wireless microphone control. Thank you.
All right. I hope the demo was clear. Let me share back my screen. Okay. So now let's see how the video the scenario works. So as we talked about, this is how the real-time broadcasting with the lighting control works. So as we already seen in the video, you need to select either like you need to go first to broadcast, go to lighting control, and select the mode either auto or manual. So auto, it will just work like when there is like a flow that was detected, it will just go through to the speakers. If you want to do it like manually, you need to enable and disable the line. You need to use a command for that. So in this, you need to select auto direction either remote or local. Multicast destination need to be like the same multicast address on other like speakers or other destination. And here, if you have a prompt tone to use, in this case, in the video, there is no prompt tone. So this is just an optional if you want to use like a prompt before the start of broadcasting. So here, again, you need to define the multicast destination and zones. And on the broadcast lining that I just went through, you need to select here the destination. As already we see here like the destination, you need to select which destination you want to use here. So this is clear, I guess. Okay, here plug and play operation. So this is in the, it should be like in the auto mode. So after the page clicks apply, PA3 immediately initiates the multicast. If the direction is set to remote, the device listens to multicast starts and play the broadcast. So this is just in the auto. Again, in auto scenario, if the direction is set to local, PA3 will start to play the broadcast. Again, if the tone is set to disable, the PA3 start to play the broadcast. So this is clear. This is just a plug and play in the auto scenario. So here in the control play, so if the mode is control play, indicate that other behavior control line in play. In this case, call control or remote command behavior control play in play. So in the control play, if the action of the call control interface is set to play line in, the behavior of the call control multicast interface will trigger the line in multicast, and the multicast partition and the prompt tone used by the line in multicast interface are configured on the call control interface. Whereas the call control interface action set to stop the line in will trigger the stop line in the multicast behavior. We'll go through this in the details, so don't worry. So in the command control, so we have like call control. You need to see it in example to understand. So the command control is another thing that you need to trigger with the URL. So I will just do a presentation of this, and we will explain it on the interface. So you will understand it better. So if controlled by the command, the action of the command control interface is set to play line in. Then the line in multicast will be triggered after entering the URL. The URL was in the video was triggered by that Wi-Fi phone, if you remember. So it used just the URL to open the line in, so you can like speak. And also it was disabled by the Wi-Fi phone by the URL to stop the line in. So this is how it works. So similarly, the multicast partition on the prompt sound used by the line multicast are configured by the command control interface. Otherwise, choose to stop the action of the line in. If the corresponding URL is entered, the action of stopping the line multicast will be triggered. So it was the same in the video, as you say. So here let's start with the call control. Again, you have to define the number, the extension, and then set the password. So the password is 123. This is for the play-in. This is to open the play-in. So the destination should be remote, and the multicast destination should be the zone that you want to multicast at that time. And the prompt here is disabled. So you also have like when you need to stop this line in control, you need to again call the same extension and enter the password to stop the line in. So you have the line in opened. Once you want to stop it, you need to use the password to stop this line in. Okay, again, this is the same. You need to define on the speakers, the destination. You need to define the same multicast. I think we already go through this, and I think it's clear. Okay, so let's just go through this step by step so you can understand it. So let's do a step description. The number host configured on the control here, as you can see, it's 1002. You can use a SIP address, SIP number, or a IP address to make a call to the PA3 that is connected to the line. The call must be corresponding to the number configured on the call control page. So after answering the call, phone A is prompted with enter the password and the hash to end. Phone A need to type the password and then hash to the end. If the password is wrong, it will prompt again a correct password. Continue to enter the correct password. If the correct password is entered, you will be prompted with correct password. Please hang up. And the prompt tone will be changed according to the language. And at this time, turn off the dial and click to hang up the button. If the broadcast prompts tone is set, PA3 initiated a sound prompt group. The device listening to the multicast group start to sound the prompt tone. After the prompt tone played, the device is listening to the multicast group and start to play the playing audio. So to start the broadcast, you need again to type in the password to end this play in broadcast. Okay, now let's go to the command. I think the call control is clear. Now let's go to the command control. So the command control is usually using like just URL action to trigger from remote. So as you can see in the Wi-Fi phone that we tested this in the video, this is when you need to play. You need to define a command. Oh, sorry. The first one is to play the play-in and one other one to start the play-in. So the command should be just one. It could be a number, it could be anything. It could be also like a stop or anything. So you define the action either to play line in or stop the line in, and the direction should be local. So this is the URL that needs to be used. HTTP, as you can see here, HTTP admin, and the PA3 IP. Uh, IP should be defined. You should know the IP. The admin should be like the login and the password for the web GUI. It should be like different from customer to another. So this is all you need to do is to copy this and add the code at the end. The code one here says that it should like play line in. The code two should it say that stop play. So line in. So you need to copy this code and add it to the function key of either like IP phone, Wi-Fi phone, intercom, anything, anywhere that should trigger this action. So okay. So here in this function we can see now I think we should we move to the scheduled broadcasting. If you have any question regarding any of this, please leave me a question in the comment section, and I will once the session is over, we'll go through your questions. Now let's go to the scheduled broadcasting. So in this function, we can set like the scheduled tasks in PA3 with GUI. With the, for example, let's say if a class is over, the PA3 can play present audio files on scheduled time. So I have another video demonstration to show you for scheduled broadcasting. Scheduled broadcasting. Okay, here's the video.
In this part, I will show you the PA3 timed broadcast function. After deployed the relevant information on the website, we can see and the audio intercom and the wall mounted speaker connect and the PA3 paging gateway are connected to the same LAN. We can just wait the time is okay, and you can see when the time is reached, all these devices are
just to indicate here, I think the scheduled broadcast is scheduled at 7:38, so
just
it will
wait
be
the time
announced
is
here at
okay, and you can
7:38.
see when the time is reached, all these devices are blinking. For example, we can see the LED is blinking and this part is blinking.
Waking up to see the
Hello, Adaf. It seems you're on mute right now.
Sorry. Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Okay. So here, this is just steps to configure the broadcast, the scheduled broadcast. All you need to do is to go to the PA3 interface and go to broadcast and then time the broadcast. User can set a maximum of 100 scheduled broadcast as required. So also time the broadcast interface display the schedule in a form of a calendar, so a user can set the set time plan more efficiently. So this is the steps. All you need to when you go to the time scheduled timed broadcast on the PA3 broadcast interface, all you need to go is add. As you can see here, one add and add a time plan. Click on the left the arrow here to like move between month, even years. So after that, you need to click on schedule to tree. You need to click on a date. Click on the 3 dots after the schedule to delete the whole schedule or delete the day schedule, or the calendar won't show the deleted days. 5 gray means that the schedule is not enabled. And the 6 here if you want to clear all the scheduled interfaces. Also in this part, this is we'll go through emergency broadcasting. So we can see the PA3 will connect to external button. For example, when there is, for example, an earthquake, we can simply press the button and the present file can then be broadcasted through a PA3, notifying everyone to move orderly to open area to avoid casualties. So this is for emergency. For schools, for example, you may have like emergency buttons to use. So in this case, I will show you an example of how it's done on a video. Let me share it again. Video emergency broadcasting share. Okay.
Of course, we can also broadcast directly with a single key press on the X to 10i. Just configure the PA3 in advance and set up a broadcast command on the X to 10i's DSS key, such as play song 1. And stop song 1 to stop the music.
Okay. And now let's move back to the share screen. All right, here there is how to configure like the emergency broadcasting. So again, you go to the command control. Here you can set the name and the command. It's the same as the other one we already did. So you can just trigger it via the URL. In here, it's a different than the one used before. The one used before is for the line in play and line in stop. Here is just to do an action. So for this action, you need to play, and the direction should be remote. And the multicast destination is you either select like which speakers for the emergency at certain point. Playlist should be the pattern. We already like talked about this before. You should like define patterns which have like a playlist, or you can just define a pattern that's only have like one audio file. So depends on your preferences. Repeated times and also the prompts. I don't think emergency needs a prompt, needs to go directly. So this is how it's done. So it's the same URL again, admin and the PA3 IP. This CGEB in broadcast is all like are default, and only thing that you need to change here is to add like the emergency command, which is 11 here. So after that, you need to copy this on the whenever for example, we'll use in this example here an intercom. We'll go to the intercom that has one button, for example, A12, which has like an emergency button. So we go to that unit interface and go to function key. So this is how you define this key. You go to type and select action URL. Name should be like whatever, should be like emergency, and the value should be like the same here for the broadcasting emergency broadcasting URL, and then subtype should be like HTTP GET. So as soon as you click on this on this key button of that unit, it will trigger that emergency audio that you selected in the pattern one. So this is how we configure the emergency broadcasting. So here I will introduce some specification for the PA3. PA3 has the above functions, which believes this will be like suitable for the vast majority of broadcasting application scenarios. So those are the specifications, as you can see. Also the highlights. If you have any question, if you want anything to ask, if it's supported or not, you are welcome to ask. Here is for the A212 volts wall mount speaker, which support like 15 watts power supply, and can be connected to a massive speaker such as A212A and A212T. Also the horn speaker E233, which supports 30 watts power supply. It also has a EP66 protection level so in case, because it's gonna be like outside and you will be running anything, so it's good that it has like IP60 protection level. And here we have the ceiling speaker. So this is cheaper, lighter, and easier to install than FH S01. So here are some specifications for this ceiling speaker. So I think that's all for today. I hope everyone gained a little bit of understanding of our solution. In general, our program can help schools realize digitalization, intelligence, and integration, and greatly facilitate school management. Also, in summary, the application can integrate outstanding audio quality, plug-and-play function, integrated function, easy operation, and flexible expansion. So we believe that this solution will create more value to the field of school. So if you have, please, if you have any question regarding any of this, just let me know. I will be answering any questions. Let me just move back to, for example, just here. Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions, something not clear, something not explained really well. I will be glad to like go through it and explain it again. Please feel free to ask any question.
And after this webinar, we will follow up by email and with the recording and also the presentation slides. And then if you have any other question, then please, you can feel free to contact us by email and we will provide you relevant support for your upcoming project. And if there is no question for today, then that's all for today. And thank you all for attending this webinar and have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we have one question? Yes, all our speakers are all our Fanvil speakers are like SIP IP speakers, so they support SIP. You can either use a SIP account or you can use like a direct IP call, just IP. We don't need into a PBX. So you have an option, either use like a PBX with SIP account with each one, and with IP direct call. So depends on your project. So let me go through this just to show you the speakers. So these are the speakers. Of course, yes, you can integrate with UCM, no problem. We have capabilities with the Grand Stream UCM. Any other questions? Something not clear? Okay, I think that's all for today. As there is no other question. Okay, there is another question. From one of the PHP, we can examine code plates from another team. PHP selected. Selected. Let me check. Wait. From one of the PHP, we can examine music and copy plates from another 10 PA2. I'm sorry, I did not understand the question. From one PA3, we extend music and copy plates from another 10. Ah, yes, yes. You from one PA3. Mm, I think you can use like A308. You can use A800. This is like an old like console IP. You can use that and create many zones and play music from there to 10 PA2. No problem. You don't need a PA3 in this case. Like you already have like a console IP here, and you can just connect the 3 PA2 and broadcast to all the 10 for them. from one PA3 we input music. Yes, you can input music in PA3 and you can also input music in the console IP. The console IP and send it to multi-zones. The problem here is that the A308 is on like an old unit. Is it an old unit? Console IP. Android console IP. Yes, you can input music in PA3 and you can extend it from the IP from the what is it called, A308. You can use like the command, the call command, and select multiple zones. Like 10 PA2 should be in the same zone, and you can like extend music from there. So I think this is doable. You're welcome. So if there are any other questions, I think we should end the webinar. So PA3 are in different zones. PA3 are in different zones. Well, I think with the console IP you can like broadcast to multiple zones, but with PA3, let me check. Yeah, the destination should be only just one multicast zone. So I don't think you can send it at the same time to 10 multicast zones. The zone music is selected. Yeah. It should be selected from there. If you have like a console IP phone, you don't need like PA3 at this case. You just need, you can select multiple zones from there and you're gonna send them directly. Like PA3 here is irrelevant if you have like a IP console. Okay, all right. Well, thank you for joining today's webinar, and I hope it was useful and you get to know a little bit of how to work with the PA3. So if you guys have any questions about this, you can just email us at support@arbaskfanvil.com. And thank you, and hopefully see you soon in the next webinars. Have a good day.